Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Elsie the Redstone Creeper, and welcome to another episode of Modsauce. And I do love having my head hanging right in front of the door, mostly because it makes it easier to find the door now. That looks so good. Anyway, for today's episode, we are going to be exploring the Nether. Like I said in the previous episode, we are going to be exploring that. But I have something interesting. I've done some things uh, off camera. As you can see, I got the ME system up and running, even got a few drives in there. And here we go. I even built in a crafting terminal. Another thing I did is underneath this chiseled cobblestone is an ME export bus. So basically anything that comes into this chest now will be exported into the ME system. And to demonstrate that, let's take let's just take half a stack of iron, okay? Put it into a polarizer. And let's demonstrate here. Keep an eye on the iron. Iron ingot. As you can see, it goes up. Ta-da! Here. See? Yeah, let's see. Does it actually? I don't know. I'll deal with that later. Anyway, for today's episode, we are actually going to be creating a jetpack. Specifically, this one. The mechanism one. We're going to be using that in the Nether. So first off, let's create this thing here. There we go. This thing, osmium ingot. Osmium ingot. I am working a bit on trying to get everything basically hooked up in the end to do some auto crafting, because I would love to just have the ME network automatically export ore into this thing, and eventually just move these two machines, the induction smelter and polarizer, to two separate locations, and have the ME system, you know, if I want a gold ingot, it will automatically craft a gold ingot by first smelting and then by first polarizing an ore block to then smelting the ore block. Anyway, let's see now. This one should be done. There we go. And I think that should be it if we put this right in there. There we go. Alright, so now to fuel this thing, we need to basically feed it with hydrogen. As you can see, stored hydrogen, 2000, yeah, whatever. And this one, no gas stored. Well, we can fix that by using this thing, an electrolytic separator from Mechanism. It basically takes a fluid and, well, electrolyzes it, splitting the atoms. If you know chemistry, basic chemistry, and water is built up from oxygen and hydrogen. So basically what it does is electrolyzing the water, creating oxygen and hydrogen from those two compounds. Now, we do have this thing as well, an aqueous accumulator. That will help us get the water. So basically, I shall put that water bucket there. Put the aqueous accumulator right there, and I did not think this flew through. I did think we should be able to just go down here and get a rabbit like that. I think I might need to put down the other water source block. There we go. And just for a bit, there we go. And this thing should now start filling up with water. As you can see, voila. Now, if we place the electrolytic separator on top, it should start separating the hydrogen and oxygen. It should be, well, we don't really have much use for the oxygen in this moment, so let's dump that. It's got water, it's creating hydrogen. Now let's put this in here. Oh wow, is there a way we can speed this up? I don't think so, honestly. Guess the only way to make it go faster is oh, using needed. Alright, okay, so I see where the problem is. We're gonna dump this in here. And I'm gonna quickly make a few more wind turbines. Because I think that might be the problem, that it doesn't have enough wind turbines to fuel it. I lost count of how many I did there, so we need those. So osmium, so let's take a few of these. But yeah, I'm gonna do this, set this up, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Well, as you can see, we're standing right in front of our wind turbines, and they are producing about 174 joules per tick. So 174 times 4, let's take 75 times 4, that's roughly 600, 800 odd something. No, yeah, just roughly 600 a tick, I think. Wait, 1, 2, that's 3. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the math. Anyway, let's go down here and see if that's been enough to power this thing. Alright, so here we are. Here it is. And I guess not. Whoa, okay. It needs kilojoules. What? No way. What did the other mechanism things say? Kilojoule, kilojoule, kilojoule. Huh. That is odd. Huh. Well, I have no idea why it's actually doing that, because, you know, with all those wind turbines. Oh wait, it's kilojoules. Okay, well anyway, let's stick this thing in here. It's probably not going to fill all the way up, but I will leave that off camera to recharge while I do some mining probably. Anyway, let's grab this thing now and let's go outside and try this out. I will probably think of something else, because I don't think using the hydrogen will work. I might just end up making one of the thermal or simply jetpacks ones, because they run on RF, and that I know we got this charger with that, and it does recharge things quite fast. Yeah. Oh, 500. What do you think? No, I don't think I can store it in there. Anyway, I might make one of these at one point. And yeah, let's try this now. Oh, okay, I got it on me. And if you look down in the lower left, I can't really show you, but yeah, in the lower left corner of the screen by the armor, it says like regular and hydrogen. And if I press space, let's see. Oh, okay, I'm flying. Let's see, how does this look from an F5? Oh my, it got like multiple flames as well. Wow, that's cool. And this thing also has different modes. So this is the regular mode that only is active when you're basically holding the button. And then there is this, the hover mode. And as you heard, it does have a pretty loud sound effect to it. But it basically lets me hover. It's not really the fastest thing in the world, but let's just drop down for a second. There we go. But yeah, let us head into the net. Whoa. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Let's go back. I forgot. I have a habit of pressing a button with my pinky. Let's go into this one. We got like 5,000 hydrogen to play around with for a bit. So let's do that. Alright, well, okay. Yeah, I need to fix this area up. As you can see, I built a bit of a gas-proof wall out of cobblestone. Anyway, let's have a look around here, shall we? Oh, wow. This really is a graveyard. Yeah, apologies for that. That was just me turning it off. Is there any way I can make this better or brighter? Let me just hop over here. I want to see where the rest of the... Whoa, okay, okay. Do not stand on the grass. Let's see. Alright, so as I was gonna say, I see something in front of us here. Alright, so this way leads over here, like it said, and then it leads down. Let's see. There's a chest. Chest. So gold. I could probably smelt that thing down. Okay, that's a wall. Another chest. Diamond horse armor. That is amazing. And even more horse armor. Are there any more chests? No, I'm not gonna head down there. Admittedly, I do know we're not really using the jetpack for much. Now, I'm too easily frightened. All right, I'm gonna be the first one to admit that I am too easily frightened. Okay, come on. Okay, now. What? Hi. So that's what there was on the map. What's through here? Nothing? Nope. Okay, so let's head back. Anyway, I'm gonna continue doing some exploring here until I find something interesting, and then actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do something else. I am gonna be going back to the portal and charge this thing. Let it charge up properly. Maybe do a bit of changes. We'll see. And while I figure out how to get out of here, I will see you later. And we're back. Well, as you can see, I'm having an aerial view of this place, which means the jetpack has been fully charged. And if we take a look here, it's actually not going down all too quickly, but I am using the hover mode, so it is going down consistently. And I do agree that noise is a bit annoying. So what I can do is just feather my flight and so on. Now you might notice I do not have my armor on, mostly because I don't know, my suit. I think I prefer being dressed up, you know. Anyway, some things have actually happened. Whoa, okay, it's a bit hard to control. Let me just turn that off for a second. Okay, so some things have actually happened since last episode. I did move a bit, thanks Ryan. These are now connected to... Okay, how do I eject this? That's blue, so I want that one blue, and then auto eject. Does this work? It seems so. Bronze. Yeah, okay, so I have hooked all these machines up to the ME network. So let me just configure these, how to eject, blue, bottom, how to eject. Okay, there we go. Now, they're all hooked up to the ME network. These two I will probably hide somewhere and try and connect to the ME network. Eventually, I'm gonna try and have all of this connected to the ME network. So far, it's just this one chest that's connected as previously, and I think it might be clogged. Yeah, this sulfur ore, which I found in the nether, creates a hell of a lot of sulfur. Now, you can only actually get the sulfur ore and whatnot from actually polarizing it. So, as you can see, this is polarizing, making polarized iron. There was some sulfur in there. And yeah, there's also like nether redstone ore. I don't actually have any, but you'll see that when the nether coal goes through, it's gonna clog up the system. Actually, no, I think we do have actually, we actually got big reactors in this thing, I think. Let me see. Graphite. And because I know you need like graphite for the big reactors. Yes, we do. So this might actually be not clog it up. It might actually turn into graphite bars, which we would need for the big reactors, and which we will be building later on. Now, I haven't shown you guys what is actually down here. Oh, I need to cover that up, and I got no covers on me. Anyway, down here I have set up a bunch of those bushes. Let me just grab some of this. Yeah, this is more like I'm gonna probably make this a lot smoother in terms of how it harvests out, because I do know you can use the what are they called, the MFR harvesters, I think it is, to actually automatically harvest these things. So that way I won't have to actually come down here and they can be locked away. Now, another thing is that while I let this jetpack charge up, I actually went exploring a bit, and I ended up finding a cow. Now, problem being I could not really do anything with it, so I went back into the nether. Why is there a silverfish outside? Is there a silverfish outside? Let's see. Oh wow, what's that? What the heck is that? Don't come near me. Okay. Now the silverfish. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't really have anything to do with the cows, so I just bookmarked where they were. They were basically by that meteorite waypoint, if you can see. And I did find a giant meteorite, which, if everything has gone accordingly to what I thought, you will have seen that big meteorite as the thumbnail for the previous episode. But anyway, I did find the cow, so I did bookmark the meteorite and so on. They weren't too far away from it. And I went back into the nether. I found a bunch of chests. I'll show you what I found there. I found horse armor, diamond and iron, 2 of each. Well, actually 3 iron, 2 diamond. Not sure. I think it might actually have been in the previous episode as well a tiny bit. But I found more. I found a bit of flint and steel. But I also found more safari nets. These single juice ones. Yeah. Wait, what? Where's my... Oh yeah, there we go. And there you go. You see I have a cow and an enderman, because I actually found 2. Sadly, these are only single-use ones, so I can't really make use of them until we can actually make the reusable safari net, which is this thing right here, which requires ender pearls. And actually, let's see, ender. Oh my! This is gonna be amazing. Let us make this safari net launcher. Okay. Let us make one of those. This is going to use up all my ender pearls, sure. But what it's going to allow me to do is take this enderman and pray that he does not teleport away. Haha, I got him. Now we got the reusable for safari net with an enderman inside of it. So we can create this auto spawner. Is it like that? Auto spawner? Yes, we can create this thing right here. And this is gonna make getting ender pearls so much easier. Now, as you saw, here's the thing though. The auto spawner makes use of something called mob essence to spawn them. And to get mob essence, you need to, well, grind mobs with the grinder, which is this thing right here. This is the grinder. You need to grind mobs with it. And we don't really have any mobs on demand. So I put in a storage tablet here with energy just to keep this thing filled up. I do think it actually recharges when this thing gets power as well, because it does use up quite a bit of power. I don't know why. Like, you see, it's draining this thing like there was no tomorrow. And I don't think it is actually charging. Huh. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it in there. But in the Nether, since we did have a Nether fortress, as everyone saw, we did have a Nether fortress basically right outside the portal. I did go through it, and I did find 2 blaze spawners, which I ended up making a diamond dolly because I had used the dollies previously to move the chests down here from upstairs and whatnot. So basically, we do have 2 blaze spawners in right there. Those 2. So at some point off camera, most likely, I might actually do like a progress update, but off camera I will be building a mob area or mob spawner area where we can basically put the blazes and also hook it up to some of the grinders to gain this mob essence, which in turn will allow us to spawn an infinite supply of endermen. Now, hear me. Infinite supply of endermen, which means an infinite supply of ender pearls, which will be oh so much easier. Because a lot of these things actually do require ender pearls, but for all the safari nets we got, you know, we have a witch, which I'm intending to use for the blood magic. Having watched Suljan's videos on blood magic, which is the reason I actually want to do blood magic. It looks quite awesome, honestly. But in one of his episodes, he says that using witches is a really good idea due to the way the ritual of sacrifice, ritual of suffering works, or well of suffering works, in that it damages them periodically, and witches, as everyone knows, when they get to low HP, they heal. So basically that creates an infinite supply of life points. Now, we have this thing as well. It's a zombie, okay? But it is a zombie villager. I haven't been able to find the village, and honestly I do hope it still is a zombie villager, since it only says zombie. So we shall see. And as we also have this thing, it's a skeleton. Now, I do know that the auto spawner has a setting that says like direct copy, which theoretically would mean that this skeleton, which I did grab from the Nether fortress after searching for it. Admittedly, I went there, got the blaze spawners, and I realized there are wither skeletons here. At some point, we have to kill a wither. You know? So I grabbed the last jailer's safari net we had, went and got the wither skeleton, and yeah, I don't know how these things store their metadata. Why do I have a witch in a single use safari net? Huh. Okay, I'll have to go and actually watch my episodes myself, because I'm starting like, did I seriously use a single use safari net and a jailer safari net on a witch? Because in the end, we only really need one of them. Anyway, having this enderman will allow us to create a bunch of reusable, because getting blaze or getting gas tiers isn't really that hard. I think I even got like a few, well, I got 3, but still. Anyway, I will be getting to setting up the blaze room off camera, so I will see you soon. Welcome back. Well, I just wanted to do a quick status update on how things are going. basically, behind here, not much has changed really. All I've done is changed out the basic universal cable to this advanced one. And you might have actually heard that. But yeah, and we also have a precision sawmill to make paper, because I do not have any sugar canes, which I'll actually go and look for in a moment. Down here leads to our new blaze spawner, as you can see. And well, actually, just hold on a second. Spawners aren't really the most reliable thing, but as you can see, they push over and they're basically brought down to this thing down here, which will kill them and grind them up. Yeah, this is some of it will basically stop their sound from dying, and it seems like they keep leaving items behind. Anyway, that's a lot of... Yeah, I'm gonna make this a larger one once I have enough... well, actually, I probably do have enough obsidian and whatnot. But, yeah. Anyway, on one of the sides here now, probably over in that direction, to the east, I will be building the Enderman part of this mob farm. So basically somewhere over here. I don't know. I'm looking at where it's located. I might just do it over there, so to say. But we'll see. And I decided to scrap this. Where is it? Decided to scrap this jetpack, this one, because it does not really fly that well, and the noise is kind of annoying as well. Also, so instead, I got myself this thing right here. Let me just like that. This thing, which is the MFR. No, not the simply jetpacks mod, which means I press F and G, F and I go flying. I press G, I'm hovering, slowly going down. I can control the rate of descent. Now, you might see those things on my feet. Those are free runners from Mechanism, and what they do is, for an whoa. Okay, that's interesting. Let me see here now. Let me die. Oh wow, that is really handy. Basically, what they do is negate fall damage for an RF cost. They also have another nifty feature. And normally you would have to jump up this hill. Well, not anymore. They basically provide a step-up ability that lets you just run over one block height spaces like horses. It's actually really handy. But yeah, that's about it. And well, actually, I guess you all can see what's going on with the house. I have actually built a bit on it, and it's looking good so far. If we take a look from the inside, as you can see, we have... I actually think that one has matured. That's good, I need an ender pearl. But yeah, here we have some more carpenter's doors. And there's carpenter doors on the outside, and it only allows players in on both sides. We still have this door here, and now it's disguised as a spruce wood. This thing is still filling up with experience. There's actually not a lot of space in there. And yeah, we got some blaze skulls, a magma skull, magma slime skull. I need to make a trophy room at some point. But yeah, that was basically it for the status update. I will continue getting the Enderman mob, the Enderman spawner up and running, and I will be right back. And we're back. Anyway, as you can see, I'm actually standing on top of a roguelike dungeon, I think it's called. Here, I still have that thing on. Anyway, just a quick thing. This is actually the end of the episode. I did not have time to actually finish the Enderman farm this time around, but I'll make sure it's done by the time we come back. And next time we're also going to be exploring this thing. So take care, guys, and I'll see you later.